Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Drunken Gamer News. I'm your host Mike, and we are back from our little spring break. It was nice to have some time off to do other things like drink and game and, other stuff. But we're back, and I promise I'll try to give a bit more of a forward notice the next time I go on another hiatus like that. Though that shouldn't really be for a good while. I plan on getting back into this, do more news episodes, and try to add more content to this channel overall. As for my drink this week, I'm having myself some Mike's Hard Lemonade, or Strawberry Lemonade, actually. This is actually the brand that really got me started on drinking beer, as it's got a good taste to it, not too heavy on carbonation. You can't really taste the alcohol in it either, and so even if you're not a heavy beer drinker, then this is generally a pretty good brand to go for. Or if you are a fan of beer and just want to try something different, then I definitely recommend this stuff. Cheers. Sorry, that was a bit loud there, wasn't it? Excuse me. So, now that we're back on, what are we going to talk about this week? Let's start with April Fool's shenanigans. Every April Fool's, companies all over try to do something silly for the amusement of their fans. For example, Blizzard's yearly thing this time had a joke article announcing that they were replacing every grunt unit in StarCraft 2 with Warhounds, while Nokia mockingly announced a touchscreen microwave. Honestly, that actually sounds like a pretty doable concept, a microwave. But my favorite bits from this are the ones that start off as jokes, but actually turn it into legitimate features. Which is why ArenaNet gets major props from me this week for introducing the Super Adventure Box to Guild Wars 2, an entire separate zone designed to be a throwback to 80s gaming. This area is so fucking fun. Everything is done in an 8-bit style, and even the music is retro. I mean, the whole thing is essentially a tribute to classic games like Mario and Zelda, and requires you to explore each area for secrets by climbing on top of obstacles, blowing up walls, and using your tools in different ways, like using your whip to stun a crocodile and cross him, and use his back to cross a river. It's just a complete nostalgia rush from start to finish. I mean, I ran into this place for the first time, and my mind was just blown away by the amount of dedication and detail that these guys put into this whole area. I mean, there's only like one world and, well, 4 zones. The first world is 3 zones, and then the second world has 1 open zone right now. But hopefully we can see more stuff being added into the game soon, because the reception for this area has been ridiculously huge. Like, people are posting all over on the forums wanting it to be a permanent feature, but the reality is that it's only going to be there until the end of April, so whether they will add more content to it or bring it back for another session is up in the air right now, but it's still definitely worth checking out. It's like, I highly encourage anyone that plays Guild Wars 2 to check it out. Bring a buddy or two in there. You can actually run most of it by yourself, but if you have more people in it, then it's just more fun to go through. It also helps to uncover the secrets more, since you have more eyes looking over the horizon to keep an eye out for stuff. Sorry, I think my dog's playing with a squeak toy. Anyway, yeah, just run around the whole damn thing. Explore. That's where the real enjoyment is. I mean, I felt so excited when I found a randomly hidden area that had a bunch of spiders in it, because we were actually looking for something else. But I took this different alternate path, seeing where it would take me, and was like, holy crap, this is a whole other area! That is the kind of experience I'm talking about. That is why I love this area so much, because it has that sense of accomplishment, that sense of exploration that allows you to just be so excited when you find something new. So, if you're playing Guild Wars 2, jump on that, check it out, you won't be disappointed, and if you feel like grinding it out for the extra skins, go for it. No one's gonna think any less of you. Speaking of things worth doing, well, first, I was going to have another segment talking about Injustice, the Injustice demo that was released earlier this week, but Microsoft, in their vast amount of intelligence, apparently decided to restrict access to the demo to Xbox Live Gold members only. And since my subscription ran out literally just last week, I am admittedly in a kind of a pissed off mood. Well, sorry, if you hear squeaking in the background, my dog's kind of brought his toy over to me, so. But yeah, that's kind of the situation I'm facing. My Xbox Live subscription has already ran out, which leaves me unable to access the Injustice demo, which sucks because I've been really looking forward to this game for quite a while now. So from what I've seen, it looks spectacular. From what I've heard of the demo, all the characters are pretty interesting. Lex Luthor apparently has an infinite, but I don't know all the details of it, or if it's because it's from an older build, and they may have patched it out at this point. I'm not sure. Go get. I don't know all the details about it because obviously I don't have access to the fucking demo because Microsoft decided to fuck me over.
We've got to have money.
So I'm gonna try and see if I can find something out or find someone who does have the demo because I don't have money for an Xbox Live subscription right now, and I'll try to get back on that hopefully before the full game actually comes out. But so kind of excuse me, stay tuned for that one. And speaking of other things that one needs to do, Rock Band. We're kind of shifting the tone a bit. Some sad news this week, or at least for me and anyone else that's a huge fan of this game. But Harmonix released their final weekly DLC item, and now are officially done with weekly DLC releases, a schedule that they have adhered to for over 5 years and with over 4,000 songs in their library, which is huge, major. Just the mere fact that they were able to keep to this schedule for over 5 years, consistently releasing these tracks, is nothing short of amazing. The last track that they released this week is none other than American Pie, and I have to say it's quite a fitting item to bring in and to the what has to be just a historical development cycle for this game, an ongoing release schedule that has resulted in the Rock Band series holding a record for the most DLC for a video game, which is just ridiculously awesome. Now, while this does mean that Harmonix will no longer be doing weekly DLC, the Rock Band network is still active on the Xbox 360 version, which means that users can still submit their own audio tracks for the game for sale as DLC. Of course, the problem here is that the Rock Band network store is generally filled with death metal stuff, so the variety aspect is kinda shot. Still, since Harmonix's developers will now be working on other projects, and potentially a next-gen title, or something related to next-gen, the fact that they've been keeping this up for half a decade is just nothing short of amazing, and with the Rock Band network still going on, we probably see some full DLC for even longer. I mean, I remember when I had just transferred to CSU Long Beach back all those years ago, and there was a humongous tour bus with the Rock Band logo plastered all over it. It's like I had played a lot of Guitar Hero at the time, so I was naturally attracted to this prospect of a new music-based game. They had like demo setups all over. The tour bus would convert into an actual full-on stage where people could get in front of people and actually perform a song live in front of a crowd. It was just so much fun. I mean, yeah, everyone mostly kept doing Nirvana or Soundgarden, but it was still a great experience though, and it helped me meet some of the good friends that I still have today. I mean, just last week I had a Rock Band send-off party with some friends that were we were big on Rock Band with, and we just jammed it until like I don't know. We started at like 8, I think, and went on until 3:30, 4 in the morning. It's like it was ridiculously fun, and we spent some of the night reminiscing about all the fun stuff that we had, some of our favorite tracks, and some of the experiences that we had with the game. It was just great fun all around. Now, if you've never played this game before, I strongly encourage you to go out and try it. Ask a friend if they have it, if you don't want to have to pay money for the peripherals. Chances are you know someone that has a Rock Band setup stashed away in their closet, and they're just looking for an excuse to pull it all out. It's just one of those games that truly anyone can get behind. It's really just the best kind of party game you can ever play. So, this drink goes out to you, Harmonix. Thank you for 5 years of awesomeness, and myself, as well as all of us in the Rock Band community and the gaming community in general, wish you just as much success in your endeavors in the next console generation. Cheers. Excuse me. That'll be it for this week. I hope to have a longer episode, but again, blame Microsoft for screwing me over. I'll try to make it all up to you next time and try to have a longer episode with more topics. Remember to hit the subscribe button below for the channel here, and remember to like the Facebook page to stay up to date when new stuff goes up. I also have a poll running on there right now asking about a name change for this channel, since there's apparently a dozen other YouTubers with the name Drunken Gamer, or something close to that. So the idea is to kind of see what kind of other names I could use and try to help make this channel stand out more. I've also got some other stuff planned that I'm hoping to try and get started on. Pardon me. What was I talking about? Right. I also have some other kinds of content planned, and I've got some other projects I gotta work on, so hopefully some of that can translate into some more content overall for this channel, and hopefully get some more attention. So, and a bunch of other stuff. I lost my train of thought partway through that. Anyway, that'll be all for this episode. Once again, I'm your host Mike. This was the Drunken Gamer, and I'll see you next time.